Cancer. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a timeless message for you guys. So, the channel message that I heard was register, service, and investigate. So, again, register, service, investigate. All right. With that, Spirit said either you may be you may be exposing a corporate or industry secret, or that secret can be exposed to you. So what I'm getting is like, for example, right, when I hear register, service, investigate, and then like a industry or corporate secret, I'm thinking of, like, for example, like a 501c, a company that promotes itself as nonprofit. We're all about donations. We don't make money off of this, blah, 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 blah. Comes to find out that they are not registered as a 501c. So they are for profit. Something like that. That's what I'm picking up on. Like, one example. Or let's say a industry secret could be, this is how X, Y, and Z has been running for so long, and people just kind of fall in line to something, but some sort of information comes to you and you're like, oh, that's why everybody acts like this, that's why things run like that. I don't know, it's just something where when you take a deeper look at the inner workings of it or that entity, it just gives you a obviously deeper insight, right? Gives you deeper insight. It's just huh. So you're gonna have to choose as to whether you want to deal with that or not, Cancer. But let's take a look. Register, service, investigate, industry secrets. We got the workaholic right here, the Eight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, a corporation building a dwelling. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. The inner workings of something is going to be exposed. Now, that information could be beneficial to you, if you are going through a certain battle with the entity. Like, you find out, like I said, they're not registered. Their paperwork is off. It's out of date. Something like that. This is giving me a lot of paperwork, a lot of research, a lot of gathering evidence. All right, Cancer. So whatever you're gathering, it doesn't feel as trivial as, like, oh, gathering evidence on a relationship or something like that. It's like, no, this is a corporation that has potential to fail if this secret is exposed. So do with that information as you will. Are you going to use it against some, Cancer? Or is that just going to be your cue to exit? Yeah, we got the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like that might be your cue to exit, because some corporations and entities are really nasty to battle with. They will take things to the extreme. So I feel like what information you find out, if you're going to make a report, do it anonymously. Gosh, didn't speak. We have the High Priestess in reverse. So whatever secrets you find out, I don't think you want to just like blabber it out openly yet. All right. Um, yeah, the high priestess in reverse. She's all about secrets being revealed, but in reverse, it's like maybe this could also be speaking about you had to find it out. It wasn't easily received or attained, I should say. The information you found out wasn't easily attained. Like I said, I feel like I see some of you going through a lot of paperwork or some sort of research, data, and you come across something and you're like, huh? But I thought, X, Y, and Z. If this isn't a big corporation, this could be someone who presents themselves as established, like really, really established. They have all of these titles. I'm a life coach, psychic medium, a financial guru, hairstylist extraordinaire. They have all of these titles. Excuse me. They have all of these titles, but it's false. It's either half-ass or false. Like this is someone perfect example of those type of people who take one psychology class or two, and they're just like, oh, I know how to break down the human mind. I know how to break down everybody's problems. It's like, no, you just took a few classes. You're not certified, you're not licensed, or none of that. So if this isn't like a big corporation, a big entity, this is someone who presents themselves as like registered to service, right? Registered, service, investigate. They're registered to service all of these criterias, but once you get to the investigate part, it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, right? So take it how it resonates. You could be dealing with something big or something small, but either way it's fake and it's phony or it's dysfunctional. Eight of Swords, upright. Yeah, you once you find this out, you don't want to entrap yourself in it. You don't want to just reside in the same position with the information that you know. That would be silly, honestly. The high priestess in reverse. That would be silly. Imagine if the high priestess was uh was getting all of this intuitive knowledge and divine downloads and all of this shit, and she was just dumb. It's like it wouldn't be like she would not be called the high priestess. You know what I mean? She would probably be a page. I'm not saying pages are dumb, but you know what I'm saying, right? She wouldn't have the title of the high priestess if she didn't utilize the information. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Utilize this information once you find it out, however you do find it out. Take action. Whether this be a quiet revolution, like I said, you report something anonymously, or you just remove yourself, remove your energy, All right. So let's see what else we have here. And then we're going to move on. Again, I feel like this high priestess is in reverse because it's an industry secret, a corporate secret, or a personal secret. Like I said, someone just wearing a mask, thinking nobody's gonna find out that they have zero credentials. Just faking it till they make it. 10 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, take that information and use it. Whatever you find out, whether that simply be walking away from a situation and not, just pouring any energy into it, or if you feel you can handle it, trying to dismantle this entity or corporation. All right, so let's close this out with the oracle. Oracle for Cancer. I said, come on and just slap me. Ugh. Okay, yeah. It says no. Sleep on it. No. Sleep on it. Bottom of the deck, Celine. Bring light into somebody's dark sky, excuse me. Bring light into somebody's dark sky. No, sleep on it. So I feel like this no is no that you shouldn't tolerate what's going on, but also have your discernment to know when to fight. What is your battle? Sometimes we can't be that savior. Okay, so no, sometimes you can't be that light in someone else's dark sky. You got to be the light in your own sky. All right, so like I said, Cancer, which I feel like you're going to find out some information, but also make sure that you're fighting fights that only need to be fought. Nothing unnecessary. You can't be. And she does have a cape, but it's not like a regular cape just to the back. It's more of a drape. I don't know if you can see it. Like the fabric is draped on her. I don't know. If you're going against a industry, corporation, big entity, understand that you might not be able to take them down by yourself, or fight a fight that is involving multiple people, unless you have the means to do so. But either way, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Just something's fishy. Even if your only action is to let go, may it be that. All right, Cancer, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. If you feel like it, bye.